Fortnite has a big problem, and it's probably the reason you quit the game, or at least aren't playing it anymore, because honestly, who's still playing Fortnite? I'm sure you'd love to play Fortnite, but every time you hop on, you get dicked on by a 12-year-old who hasn't left their house in 3 weeks. And honestly, there's nothing you can do. This is because Fortnite has a problem that usually in other games is a good thing to have. This is Fortnite's skill ceiling. Now, most competitive games that you find today, you can find people who are really good. And these people either have really good aim, they have really good game sense. Well, Fortnite has something else. Building. Fortnite's building is probably one of the most unique mechanics you're ever gonna find in a game, especially mixed with the battle royale genre. But the crazy thing about it is you can be so good. And if you're not as good as some people, if you can't build like other people, you just can't play the main battle royale mode. I've hopped on Fortnite every once in a while when a new event came out or a new crossover was happening, and I just couldn't compete.
I can't fucking compete!
And you might say, you're bad, Treyllo, you're bad. I am bad. I simply cannot build as fast as these other people. I simply do not have the skill in my hand to move my mouse that quickly. But this problem isn't anything new to Fortnite players. I mean, this is something that's been kind of plaguing the community for a while, which makes it hard for new players to get into the game. Skill-based matchmaking helps, but eventually you're just going to be playing against people who are far better than you. If you guys remember, back when Fortnite came out, no one was ever building. I mean, literally Fortnite was basically PUBG. Like, no one used building except to maybe get on top of a building, maybe to reach a vantage point. Other than that, building was not common in combat. And if you were using it back then, you were a pro player in everybody's eyes. I mean, people were actually creating massive forts in the battle royale because, I mean, that was kind of what people thought you were supposed to do. The game's called Fortnite. Build a giant base, survive, be the last one in the circle. But now the game is very far from that. Very far from that. Back in the old days, there were new Fortnite building moves that came out every once in a while. For example, one of the moves I remember is the double ramp, like the double ramp pushing somebody. I mean, that was not in the game for the first couple months. I mean, that was not even a concept that people were doing. But eventually people started double ramping, double ramp pushing, and if you didn't know how to beat this, you were screwed. If you weren't capable of doing the double ramp build, you lost. And, you know, there were other moves people were doing. I mean, there was the entire tower 1x1 build that was pretty early on. Even the simple move of just boxing somebody in a 1x1 wasn't that common until, you know, 2018, 2019. And that was the cool thing about Fortnite. You know, you could learn these moves, you could learn these building techniques and be good, and you could beat other players. And as new building techniques came out, you had to be on that level or you fell behind. Eventually, editing came to be a big thing. For the first year, bro, I swear to God, I did not edit my builds in Fortnite. Maybe I made a door, maybe I made a window, but I was not doing some crazy shit to get to my enemy. And I still can't do any of that. Now, editing is a fundamental part of build fights. I mean, there's build fights now. I mean, build fights were never a thing. I mean, it's infinite what people can do now. If you ever took a year break from Fortnite and came back, you're dog water. You just had no chance against the new highly skilled players that knew all this stuff. Now, Fortnite is at the peak of this problem, I feel. Like, I really cannot go on to Fortnite without losing every fight. I just can't compete with you. You are better than me. Everyone is better than me. The average player skill is just better. I mean, the average player skill can do really crazy things. And if you ever come against someone who, you know, often wins, I mean, they are crazy. If you aren't able to compete with their builds, you can't beat them. They're more efficient with their mats. They know how to counter your builds that you're trying to do. They know how to edit to you perfectly. They know all the edit combinations at the back of their hand. If you're trying to compete against these players, give up. You can argue that, you know, aim is a big part of it, and, you know, if you have good aim, you can still compete, but not really, bro. When I get boxed like a fish, I can't aim my way out of that. I'm dead. The trap is already placed. I'm going to die now. Now, there's no solution to this Fortnite problem. I mean, this is natural, but it just accelerated way above other games. In games like Rainbow Six Siege, if you are a better player, you might know the map a little bit better, know how to shoot through certain walls at certain angles, have better game sense of the abilities and everything. Now, that is usual skill ceiling. Fortnite's skill ceiling is how fast, how well, and how strong of a builder you are. And if you're not that, you're bad. Even in Fortnite, when I'm playing pretty douchey, you know, I'm playing with snipers, playing far back, I can't beat the last 4 or 5 people Because they're all crazy. I mean, do you know how good people are at building these days, man? It blows my mind, the new concepts people have created. You know, games like Overwatch and you know, CSGO, you still have a chance. I mean, you might not be able to one-shot the enemy, but you can still get a couple shots on them. You can maybe still avoid their shots. There's things you can do to compete. In Fortnite, you have no chance of competing even against the average level player if you're not good. The average level player skill ceiling has only increased over time, and now it's above what most people are able to achieve in a short period of time. Besides then, you've already quit. I mean, I swear to God, they're bringing in new mechanics into the game when they fight me. I just have no idea what to do. This is the reason a lot of people quit Fortnite. I mean, if you're not playing Fortnite right now, there's a high chance that you left because of this reason. You realize that you couldn't compete against the average player and that you were never going to win. It starts to become unfun. These 12-year-olds are evolving, man. That's all I'm saying. They're evolving. Guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. If you agree with me and think that Fortnite is plagued by people who are complete sweats, let me know. Otherwise, guys, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Treyllo, guys. See y'all in the next one. Peace out.